Leo Scarborough here, the Buildsmith from Buildsmith Solutions. This is video number 10 of your interactive ebook. You would have understood your brief, found a designer, health and safety, gone through planning permission, understood construction drawings, and you've just looked at the contract and understood what contract you're going to use. Now that will form the basis of this next section, which is about outlining the right information to the contractor so you do not lose time and money. Now, putting the tender pack together, which is a set of information that you give to the contractors who are tendering, all the same relevant information. And this is how to put it together. The tender documents is all of the drawings, the construction drawings that your architects put together, plus all of the information that isn't on the drawings, which is wall colours, door profiles, ironmongery, what kitchen are you specifying, what bathroom are you specifying, what's the floor finish. Now, you may be tempted here to say, well, I'll supply that for the builder, he can fit it. I would really urge you against that, because what you need is a headache-free experience following the works. So for instance, let's say a window falls out of the opening and you say, actually, I'm going to supply the windows. Mr. Contractor, can you fit them? If that window falls out, who's responsible? Is it the builder because he's not fitted it correctly? Or is it the manufacturer because actually the window's been built incorrectly? It's the same as a toilet. Now, you can get really expensive toilets and really cheap toilets, but if you supply the toilet and the contractor fits it, if that toilet breaks, is it as a result of it being fitted? Or is it the fact that actually it's a defective cistern or flush or whatever? So I would really urge you to detail everything and get the contractor to supply and fit these things. I do not believe that you may get a better cost, but you won't get better value. Often, a builder will have trade accounts with various people like Howdens or Jewsons or Travis, and they will be able to obtain your door, your toilet, your kitchen at a far greater discount than you can buy it. So if they can get it at a far greater discount than you can buy it, then if you tell them that at tender stage, when you're talking to loads of other builders, they will price in their discounts then, and you will get better value for money. If you don't, and you specify it afterwards, then you could open yourselves up to cost creep. I'll give you an example. When I was working for a builder, we would have, say, a budget figure that says it's £200 for the door. So we would look at it and go, okay, I'll allow £200 per door, there's 5 doors, etc, etc. When it came to the build project, we'd then approach the client and say, right, you have £200 for the door, but our supplier is Howdens, for instance. Please go and choose a door from them. The client would then go and choose a door, and that door might be a retail value of £250. So we'd say to the client, Mr. Client, although you've got a budget here of £200, Howdens are going to charge £250 per door rather than £200, so it's going to exceed your budget. Is that okay? If the client said yes, then what we would do is we would charge £250, but we would then go back to Howdens and say, right, Howdens, please can you apply our discount? And that discount could be sometimes up to 70%. So I would be charging the client £250 for a door, but the actual price for the door it was costing us was almost less than 100. What I would say is, to avoid any of that happening, specify it now. Go to the builder and say, I want this door, I want this ironmongery, I want this skirting, I want that wall that colour and that wall to be papered. I want this flooring, I want that kitchen, I want that bathroom. Because there are several things here that will just be headache free. Number one is, if it all goes wrong, there's only one phone call. You ring the builder and say, you supplied and fitted the bathroom, it's now gone wrong, there's a leak, toilet doesn't flush, etc, etc. Can you help me? The second thing is, you will get their applied discounts now at tender, rather than trying to add it in at a later date. For the example I gave, it will cost you more, and it will just be a completely headache-free experience. So this section here is to not only specify absolutely everything, and like I said, even down to the wall colour, because I know it's more expensive for a decorator to paint that wall blue and that wall yellow and that wall papered. If you just say it's all white, then it'll be cheaper. But get it specified now, get it down on paper. If you're struggling with interior fit out, then engage an interior designer. Then what you do is you outline everything about your project, everything that's in your head. You need to put it down on paper in very simple language for the builder to then read through and price. And the whole point is to give them a document where they will be able to understand exactly what you're trying to achieve. Now, what you need to do is you need to put that together with the health and safety information, and there's guidance in the ebook, and send that to all builders the same. Do not be tempted to change it when you're walking around with the builders. This is one document, one line in the sand, where you know that everybody is pricing the same thing. So you know that when the builder's prices come in, they're all comparable. I really, really urge you to think about getting the builder to supply and fit, and specifying everything now. Do the homework now so it's easier in the long run. I hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions at all, click the link below, go through to the webpage, see how you can engage with us further and see how we can help. Many thanks.